Greetings and salutations, YouTube, podcasts, all over the world. Welcome back to Don't Steal This Podcast with J5 and MC.
MC here.
On the BlkPrint network. Of course, it's a show where we just kick it like pals and hang out.
Some of the best things that I want to say before we even get started.
What?
We have the microphones on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they are. They are. Yeah.
Sometimes we just got to make sure that we double check.
Literally, you never know how many times we will start recording. Remember we used to do AMP? I used to like forget to press record all the time.
Oh my God. Oh, we would start like the music would be starting. We would start AMP. The music would be going. And then like into the second song, or at least like 6 minutes into a song, we're like, oh shit, I forgot to hit record. Yeah. So like, don't worry about the music. I'll splice the music in.
Listen, you guys know it's all out of love.
We never lost chats. That was a good thing. We never lost
chat still. We still had chat. So obviously, thank you guys for listening to Throw Blacks, Rich Gang the Tour. Came out a couple of weeks ago. We've been dropping clips on our YouTube. Make sure you follow our YouTube because I think really that's where I really want to kind of focus in on is the YouTube aspect. Like I feel like everyone's like there was a report that said that more people listen to podcasts on YouTube than they do on apps on Spotify.
I can completely believe that. Throughout the past couple of years, I've had such an interest in making sure that we not only have audio. I think we have such an audience that listens to the audio, and we're so grateful and thankful and appreciative of that.
Yeah.
But I just feel like consumption throughout these past couple of years, everybody wants to watch some form of video. Yeah. Whether it's 30 seconds, 15 seconds, 10 seconds. If you don't have a video element towards what you are working on, I think that ends up...
You're behind the 8 ball a little bit.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's a detriment, but it definitely increases, I think, the experience for a lot of people.
100%. I mean, I think that it's grown to be like YouTube is something where now people buy premium and shit. You know what I'm saying? They listen to it in their cars. Like young people watch YouTube and shit all the time. So
best thing you could invest in.
I will be down to my last.
your last 10?
My last, bruh. Gotta eat.
Yeah.
Nah.
YouTube could take it. I'm not going back to double ads, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you can have it at 11. No, drop the. We'll give you another one. They hit you with the LeBron. Give you another fucking ad.
Thank y'all about taking this journey with me.
Thank you for taking this journey with me.
Here go two more
ads.
They're not the worst. They're not the most egregious ads, I will say. And this sounds really #consumer, but you know, there's just some things I can't go back to. Double ads on YouTube is definitely one. They're not the worst ads though.
They are
by far the worst ads are Twitch ads.
Twitch ads are just mad intrusive. Like YouTube will hit you in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because then if you watch a live stream on YouTube, you don't got to worry about ads in between it. But it'll be like I watch like gaming Twitch shit, right?
Yeah.
It'll be like the most harrowing part of a game or like a match or something like that. And it's just a boom, 90 seconds.
Yeah.
90 seconds.
The 90 seconds is not, if it's a 90-second job, I'd be like, all right, let me get up. I've been getting hit with the 8, well, not have been because I've now thankfully have Twitch Turbo.
Okay.
Twitch Turbo, just like YouTube Premium. The fact that we have to do this to not see ads is pretty damning in itself.
We might as well just pay for cable. You know what I'm saying? You're getting the same idea, the same aspects, just in a different package.
Yeah, the ad block jigs don't work anymore, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on with the ad blocks.
You go to Just Chatting, you know what I'm saying, and you seeing on Twitch hot tub stream.
Is that still the new meta? Is that still the meta? I think they've worked past the new meta for the.
So I don't know what the meta is anymore, man. The meta is they want your ass playing video games. Your ass better be in there playing games, or you're getting fucking banned. That last year's meta was insane.
I still think I think throughout the increase of people that I've started watching on Twitch throughout the past couple of years, it's damn near that I'm watching Twitch and YouTube a lot more than cable. I think that it's such a variety of people that are on Twitch now that I think making the changes that they've made to make Twitch a little bit more homely and obviously a little bit more easier for creators to be able to get paid and incentives and so on and so forth. I think those changes have been good. To be able to have the areas of Twitch where you watch your gamers as well as your watches on Twitch that you're watching for people that just converse and have combos and have their chat and they talk to their chat and they're doing reacts and so on and so forth. Yeah. I like what Twitch has done through these past couple of years.
I mean, you want to get on Twitch?
I teased getting back on Twitch throughout the past couple of days.
us.
It's just like riding a bike.
The crew, all of us getting back on Twitch.
Getting back on Twitch?
Just being streamers.
I'm with that. They made changes so that you can now say, hey, I am playing with X, Y, and Z, and you can detach it.
We'd be the UNC version of AMP, of AMP. or is that the RDC niggas? Are they the UNCs?
Nah, I think RDC's like what, late 20s? Early 30s?
They're about to be unks. We're for real unks.
Oh, for sure.
We're for real unks.
We don't have to worry about any of that. There's 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, there's 70-year-olds on Twitch.
Where?
You never seen the clips of the grandpa playing COD, and he's an ex
ex-Marine,
and he's sniping niggas across the map. I'm telling you, there's an avenue for everybody on Twitch.
If you are on COD sniping niggas across the map, then I think you need to go work in an office. There's no reason you need.
But you're an ex-Marine. Sometimes you just got that itch.
The itch to kill.
Sometimes you just got the itch.
That's crazy. What's your kill death on Call of Duty?
Oh, I don't know. I never checked that shit. I've been back on Apex throughout the past couple of days. Throughout the past month, they've made some changes as well. I've been out for the past like 4 or 5 seasons.
You must be down bad to go back to Apex Legends.
It sounds crazy in theory. But they've made some changes too.
All right.
It's made it just a little bit more of a better experience. They've changed the game a lot. The reason that I got off throughout the past 4 or 5 seasons was just like, too many jits, man. As soon as I see the 360 no scopes, I'm out of here,
Mark,
bro.
when are you gonna recognize that your reflexes? Like, I recognized this a long time ago. Like, if I'm good enough to get like at a certain point in a video game, then like I'm straight. Like, I don't need to get any higher than that. Like, when are you gonna admit that your reflexes just ain't what they used to be? Like, I'm pretty sure there's people listening to this right now that like, yeah, I mean, I like their aspect of doing good is I got on COD today and I didn't embarrass myself. Like that is me getting on Call of Duty at this point is I got 15 deaths. I might have got 10 or I got 15 kills. I might have got 15 deaths, but I'm 0.500. Nigga, like that's good enough. I didn't embarrass myself. I did good enough.
I think I'm just competitive in nature. When I'm in 2K, I don't like to lose. COD is a little bit more of a different space. COD, I don't give a shit if I lose. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to clap niggas. I'm here to embarrass people. When I'm at the buy and I see a full team, I'm like, oh, I'm about to smack these. They don't even know what's behind them. You just spray people. That's fun to me. But competitiveness on 2K, I don't like to lose. So it's different from game to game.
What if I was to train myself for three months for NBA 2K, right?
Nah, don't do that.
And I challenge you to a game, and I beat you.
And a 1v1?
I beat you. No, the team. 5v5, and we control our team.
Yeah. So it's like a usual play now joint. A lost art in 2K.
I beat you. I not only beat you, I blow you out. I fucking decimate your ass.
Like what, a 20 ball? If it's a 20 ball,
40 ball.
You ain't 40 ball.
NBA 2K.
I must have dropped out my chair. What if
you was playing and like the screen started getting like blurry, right? And you were just like, what the fuck going on in my eyesight? And you look over.
How old do you think I am right now?
And then you look over at a glass of water and you look over at me and I'm just smiling like I served you some water with some shit in it, and then I beat your ass at 2K.
I'm waiting for that moment with my future son or daughter. I don't think it's happening here.
What if I drugged you to beat you?
Oh, bro. You gonna give me some Xans to make sure I get caught?
I don't know what I'm gonna give you, bro. I might.
And then you're gonna go in the Discord. Look, I beat him by 40.
Yep, you know exactly.
And I know how the Discord go. Damn, Mark, lose about 40. I'm like, yo, I was on Xanax.
If y'all want to see me go against Mark, I'm not gonna drug him. But I could definitely beat Mark in 2K. I think I could.
To know that you have an NBA interest, though, is more exciting.
It's not an interest. It's just an interest in beating.
It's an NBA interest. Because you would have never been like, what if I trade for Madden? And we play Madden. I'm like, fuck Madden. I don't give a shit.
If I trade for Madden, I'm like ass Madden all day. Square.
You just ass Madden every play?
Yeah,
I am an ass Madden every play, nigga.
Like,
yeah.
What the fuck am I got? What do I do here? What are these circles and squares, nigga? Speaking of NBA, I went to my first Laker game this week.
Yeah,
I went to my first Laker game, Lakers Wolves. I was super excited. Shout out to my brother-in-law. I love him to death. Like he surprised me that day. He said, "Hey, I got 4 tickets to the game."
Okay,
nice ass seats too.
First time in Staples / the Big Crib, right?
Hell no. What do you mean? I was.
Oh yeah, I'm right. We went there for Raw. We went there for plenty of things when it was in WrestleMania. I forgot. This is your first NBA game.
No, not my first NBA game. I've seen the Clippers twice there.
Oh, okay.
I've seen the Clippers twice.
Yeah.
I've never seen the Lakers. I've never seen the Lakers.
Okay.
Like I've been to Raw. Obviously, I went to the SmackDown out there. I've even been to concerts. I went to the Summer 16 tour out there.
Okay.
Or was it Summer 16 or whatever?
That just reminded me of the story.
What?
Was it that reminded me of the story of the It's All a Blur tour? that you had? You were supposed to go
Oh
to Staples.
my god! I was supposed to go see. I was supposed to go to the It's All a Blur tour, and Reese packed me up, bro. But shout out to Reese. I still love him anyway. But it was my first Laker game. It was Lakers Wolves. I was excited because like I really like Anthony Edwards. I think Anthony Edwards is cool as shit.
Okay.
He just plays on a team that just whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not feeling the Wolves. You know what I'm saying?
And it started from the shoe interest, right? You ended up seeing the AE ones.
Yeah. And huge sneakerhead. And when I saw the AEs out there, I'm here to say, I need those fucking AE ones.
Have you chosen your colorway already?
Yes, I have. I like Wale got like the chrome joints, like the silver joints,
the Star Wars joints.
Is that Star Wars? I don't know what
I see the black and white. I immediately thought Star Wars.
But I like the white ones that he wore on Thursday or Wednesday, whatever. And I was like, bro, like these them shits go. Like I need a pair of A's, but that's neither here nor there.
Okay.
I've never seen LeBron play before. You've seen LeBron play before.
Few times.
Yeah.
The first time that I may have saw him was during the lockout, which is now 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Everybody was not, the NBA was not getting ready yet. We had to wait until Christmas 2011 for that to get right. So,
that was when he was on the Heat.
Yes. He was on the Heat at the time.
They won that year, didn't they?
No, they lost to
Spurs.
They lost to Dallas.
That was the Dallas season?
Yeah.
I don't fucking remember.
They lost to Dallas, but that was in FIU. A whole bunch of NBA stars came to Florida International University. They did a lockout game. Huge. Biggest regret of my life because I don't have many photos, if at all. I probably have one photo of me all the way at the top of the bleachers. You could barely tell who's on the court, but I wish that with that iPhone 4S or whatever it was that I had in 2011, that I got way more video than I did before. But it's all in memory. So.
I took photos and videos. It goes without saying I had a blast, but like that game was awesome because like Luka, I never saw him before, never saw AE before. And I just had fun, and I think there's something like unspoken, and I think we talked about this before on BlkPrint too. Like it's unspoken when you go to a sports game, like you start high-fiving niggas.
You was high-fiving randoms?
Hell yeah, I was high-fiving randoms. I was having a fucking blast,
fuck
bro.
these niggas, what?
But you know how I am with like Lakers shit. Like I'll turn the game off if these niggas losing. So when they start coming back, I'm like, I'm like, fuck, can I just leave? Because I'm thinking like maybe I am their good luck charm. Maybe I got to go to the game so they win all the time.
That is true.
Maybe that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? But that's my superstitious mind. But I had such a fucking great time. Luka was balling out the first quarter. Then this nigga I was calling him every name but God, bruh. Before he hit that three in the fourth quarter, I was like, damn, this nigga's crazy.
The shit that he didn't expect to go in at all.
Yeah, and he was mad. And then the nigga was like, yeah. He was just like, does he do that all the time? Like, he's like, why is he always like, does he complain all the time like that?
That's one of the bigger complaints throughout the past couple of years about Luka. Please stop complaining to the refs and get back on defense.
Yeah, like slouching, like, oh, he hit I never understand this nigga hit a crazy ass three circus shot.
Yeah.
Even. And niggas is, he's just like, I'm like, you just fucked up the cameraman shot. That's the commercial. You know how they do the commercial?
Yeah.
Shot, nigga?
Yeah.
They do this shit. Like, and then the cameraman got him doing this. I'm like, you hit the shot. Like,
I do a slow-mo on that. You hit the three and then just, oh, God.
I'm like, nigga, get up. But the funniest part about this shit to me was seeing how Bron like acts around shit. Like that nigga old as shit. He's still a big shot. I would have liked to see what LeBron looked like in 2011. I know he looked like an avatar back then. That nigga was yoked.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Now he just big. Like, he's just a big nigga, right? But he just was sitting down and letting them niggas figure it out. That nigga was sitting down for about half of the second quarter or second half, like just like chilling. I'm like, nigga, get out there. These niggas can't figure it out. They coming back. Get back in the fucking game, nigga.
Yeah.
He just like, whatever. These niggas gonna figure it out.
Preparing you for life, bro. 140-year-old around a bunch of 22, 25s. Who's second oldest on the Lakers? I have to double check that.
Probably, wouldn't it be the Markieff Morris nigga?
Can't remember. It might be it might be Morris.
I think it's Morris. That nigga look old, but
they sitting on the court like,
we got Vincent. Shout out to him, man. Gabe Vincent.
Yeah, I mean a lot of Laker fans talking shit about Gabe Vincent. I'm like, come on, man, just give him a little chancey chance.
He was doing his thing, man.
Yeah,
his thing. But really, that nigga AE, man, I was waiting for him to wake up. He had 2 points in the first quarter. I'm like, man, I'm here to see the Anthony Edwards show.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool to see LeBron and Luka doing it, but like, what was that, third quarter, they going back and forth. I look up, this nigga got 22 points already. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. Then he gets bumped. He falls down with the ball, you know, the infamous play.
Yeah.
All you hear, and that's one thing that's underrated when you watching it. live is you hear them niggas.
Oh yeah.
Yelling,
Mm-hmm.
hey,
foul! Have you seen the completely unrelated to the Lakers Bulls game? Have you seen the Karl Anthony Towns clip?
No.
The Karl Anthony Towns clip is like a minute and a half of just him going, "Oh my God!" Just getting fouled, screaming foul, barely getting any calls. Hilarious
All
clip.
I heard was, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh no, tech." That was the second tech.
Yeah.
The first tech, and then he was like, "All right, you got to go." And I'm like, "No." Literally, all of crypto was like, "Get the fuck out of here," because we was all hyped to see Anthony Edwards. Like, that's one thing I will respect about the crowd there. Even if it was the away team, they really fuck with the stars.
Yep.
They fuck with Anthony Edwards and crypto that night. They wanted to see him go back and forth, and they really appreciated just like the gamesmanship between him and LeBron and Luka and everything that night. But and I think he was talking shit to Vando. And so Vando was injured, and I guess he got back, and so they was chippy towards each other the whole game. And I think that was where a lot of it came from.
Yeah.
And then so he gets ejected, and then niggas is mad, and then I'm like, nigga, get off the court.
Yeah.
He's just walking around the court, and then they get another one for delay game, and then this nigga says, "Yeet." He chucks that shit. And I actually saw who it hit from where I was. It hit just some random nigga behind the cameraman. He just like, Broop.
Oh, he caught it?
He caught it.
So it wasn't like some Gunther on Raw shit.
He pop him, but he clutched it. But I'm like, bro, if he was not paying attention, that ball was
That's what could have cleared his ass. Yeah,
that was gonna, because he, that nigga, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, man, I hate to see him go out like that. But, it was deflating. It was definitely deflating because I wanted to see, Anthony Edwards.
And definite boos in crypto is what you heard. Loud boos.
Yeah, they were booing it, and, they were booing him getting ejected, but him throwing a ball, I think that's flipped the boos to being like, okay, man, like, all right, you're wilding out. Yeah. Like, you gotta chill. Like, you can't do that shit.
But I like that you felt, on your first time watching an NBA game, the star energy.
No, that's not my first time. I was just watching the Clippers.
Oh yeah, first time watching the Lakers. First time watching the Lakers. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's my first time seeing stars.
Yeah,
so yeah, you're right. You're right.
I mean, I don't know. You can go to Intuit and check out James Harden.
We whoop them niggas too. We clean them niggas up.
Yeah, y'all definitely clean the Clippers up. But to feel that energy and to feel that aura, I think is something that it's great to be able to see for those that watch NBA, and especially watching it in area as an arena as historic as crypto. There's been a lot of conversations, man, on who is going to be the quote unquote face of the league after.
It's Anthony Edwards.
You think it's Anthony Edwards for you? Okay. That's good. The fact that there's a lot of different names that are in that category of who people think it is amazing for the NBA, because obviously you're talking about LeBron. You give it a couple years, man. LeBron always surprises me, man. I could say next year's the year.
I think he's gonna retire when he's 45.
When he's 45, right? And to know that you have made the NBA and stay there until you're 45 is amazing. So
I mean, he ain't doing drugs. He watches money.
Watches his body.
He play. I mean, I can see him getting I can see him taking time off, but he never gonna retire. But it's Anthony Edwards, man. I'm a huge fan of that guy.
Okay.
I like the way he carries himself. And honestly, I think a lot of people like him because there's just so few. And we talked about Ja Morant at length on this channel before. And why
we had critiques.
We had our takes, and how he kind of. I won't say it's not possible for him to do that, but he kind of DQ'd himself for the time being.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like you barely hear a lot about him these days, even though he plays great. But Anthony Edwards is he reminds you so much of just somebody you grow with. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just fast, man. Like you just he got aura, man. I fuck with him. I really do fuck with him.
Did you watch either of these two, either Starting Five on Netflix or the Olympics documentary?
No, I didn't.
I will suggest watching Starting Five at least. I have not watched the Olympic documentary. The only clip that I saw was the one that was online when Ant was talking shit to Obama.
Yeah,
that's the only one that I saw. And I was like, oh shit. Oh, and I saw the clip of Jokic talking in Slovenian to his team at the time when they were in the Olympics. That's the only two clips I saw for the Olympics documentary. I still got to watch that. But Starting Five was great.
I seen the KD crying clip.
Oh, there's that too. Okay, so I've seen 3 clips. But
hey, man, it got me my interest back in NBA a little bit. I think the game definitely sparked my interest back into.
Yeah, man.
I haven't watched it in years. I haven't watched it 2020 seriously since 2020. I'll watch the playoffs. Y'all know that. I'll watch the finals and shit, but I haven't watched regular season in a while. But I mean, we got a good team. We got a good team. It was fun being there, and shout out to my brother-in-law, man. I don't know if he's gonna hear this, but I love you, brother, and thanks for the experience. But there was another thing I want to get on the mic and talk about today.
Okay.
I just want to give a shout out to like everybody that worked at the Hundreds on Fairfax,
yes, sir.
Rosewood. You never got a chance to go to that store, did you?
One time. Summer 2019, the day before the RNC cookout. You're like, hey, you want to go on Fairfax real quick?
Oh, shit. Yeah, we did
grab some food. And I was like, cool. We drove over there. I can't remember the pizza spot that we went to at the first time. But seeing it, I think, was probably like the last remnants of what people remember as the Fairfax. Because I was looking around and I was like, whoa, this is it. Ooh, Supreme's over there. Golf stores right there. Damn. We walked into the Hundreds briefly and I got a shirt.
And that wasn't even like the most of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't even like where it was. And, 10 years here, I get very, reflective on everything. And I want to call my boy Westside 5 here. Just really short notice to even call him here today. And just, shoot the shit. I haven't seen him in a while, but shout out to 5. But, I moved here 10 years ago. And one of the first times when I visited here, I visited Fairfax. My Eric lived behind Fairfax.
Okay.
On a street down.
Yeah.
So when he went to work, I walked across the street and, it's like a whole new world that opened up to you. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. So, I'd only heard of this.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. You know what I'm saying? It was like the thing, like, and at the time, Casey Veggies is talking about it. You're seeing pictures of people out there. I had seen, Josh out there. You know what I mean? Like, and it's something that just seemed like it was a myth. You know what I'm saying? We don't have anything like that. So I walked out in that street and I was like, wow, like this is like true culture. These kids, you know what I mean? And there's just a sense of just, again, it didn't seem real. A lot of what when I moved out here, I was like, a lot of this just doesn't seem real. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just not reality. You feel me? And Fairfax was I remember like going out there, seeing Hundreds on Rosewood in that little corner. That's like the best store to me. And then you come out, you see the Crooks and Castle store, you see Diamond Supply, you see Supreme, all in a line. You know what I'm saying? They're all in a line right there. And you see Cantors right up there and Kibitz, all that shit. Like again, all this shit right there on that one block and everyone's just chilling, everyone's just hanging. But the Hundreds was always where people went to just kick it. You know what I mean? They called it like the Boys and Girls Club. And that was true. When I worked at the Hundreds eventually, a year, 2 years later, I would literally go to the office in Vernon and be like, all right, this shit whack. I'm about to go hang with 5 at the store. I'm about to go work at the store. You know what I'm saying? I would drive off and I'd just be there and there'd be kids coming back from school and just go straight to the 100 store and just kick it until they had to go home. And, that was like the after school spot. And, there are so many people, so many kids that grew up there that was their refuge. And that store and the people that were there were not only their refuge, but people they looked up to. And to just be a part of that, just for the small amount of time that I was part of it, for like the year and some change that I was a part of it, was so just an honor to be out there, So it was announced last weekend that by Bobby and Ben, they're closing their store. They actually had moved it from Rosewood proper out to the front of Fairfax. So like when you first get there, it's like literally right by Flight Club and everything. So that storefront was even iconic too. That's where all of the protests and stuff took place at, right in the front 2020. You know what I mean? And just so many iconic scenes and pictures and events that have happened there. And when I saw that on Sunday, I was hurt. I was fucked up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was truly fucked up because I was like, it's one of those things that just seems like an institution that's just always going to be there. And for it to be gone, it's just like, fuck, bro. Like, and I started like looking back on all my memories and, all the things I did there. And, and I hadn't even recognized or really reconciled with myself that I had done so much there.
Yeah, the commercial that you worked on.
Commercial that I worked on that I helped produce and script out and everything. And that was a funny thing. And I think it was like a Christmas holiday season commercial that we did for the Hundreds.
Westside 5 was in it too.
Westside 5 was in it. My guy Percival, my all the homies that worked there, Davina, everybody there was in that. When I was at the Hundreds, I always wanted to do things that were kind of like outside the box. So like when I was there, I used to host their Instagram. I used to host their Instagram story. So every day I get on there and we'd have something different and we do something for Fridays. And I'd have a schedule for all that stuff. So like I would go in the office and be like, is there anything that anybody wants to sell? Is there anything that anybody wants to do? So is there any piece of clothing that we really want to hit? And I'd be like, yo, Bobby, what are we trying to sell this week? He said, we're trying to sell this shirt. I put it on and I wear it. You know what I'm saying? So I thought of it like, and honestly, working there helped me be a better marketer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, the brain will see me wearing this. and kids will see me wearing it, so be like, oh, I gotta have that shirt because he works there and he's wearing the shirt. I gotta have it. You know what I mean? So I thought of it like that, and I'm just like, I'm gonna wear the shirt. And we're just gonna be kicking it. We're gonna be chilling. I'm gonna make boomerangs. We're gonna tease things and things like that. And I was able to do some really cool shit on their Instagram where it was like, oh, MF Doom's thing is coming out, so like let's tease it. Let's like make assets for that shit just to tease what it is, and let's like I remember the craziest thing I did on the hundreds Twitter and Instagram at that time was I put an MF Doom lyric, no context.
Yeah. Did people know what it was?
They knew what it was. Yeah. No context. And they were like, when is it coming?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, when is it? What the fuck? And so like, but again, that's how it made me a better marketer. And that's how I became a better social media marketer. That's how I became a better brand marketer, because like those guys taught me that. You know what I mean? And you know, being able to kind of get the reins to do that, and they just let me go. You know what I mean? And I always try to think outside the box. And when it came up to that commercial, I was like, I'm going to do a commercial. Yeah. I'm like, okay, fine. Because we have video guys there, you know what I mean? And I was like, let's do it this way. Let's try and sell all of these items. And it was really a labor of love, man. I forgot what bar we went to. It was downtown. What bar we went to do it, but it was like this, you could like go downstairs, and it was just like, felt like fucking Cheers.
Like a speakeasy type joint?
Yeah, not even. It just felt like Cheers, like the show Cheers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It felt
like real that. Decorated bar.
Yeah, like it was real. Like you could see it there. Like the lighting was kind of off, but like it was real tough to get lighting in there because it was.
But that's holiday lighting though, low key.
Yeah, it was, and you know we took like maybe 4 hours to get it done, and you know we all again it was that family, that sense of family. Yeah. And whether you worked there, you didn't, you felt like you were part of the family there. And you know, that store was definitely a large part of it. Like I interviewed Justine Skye there. That was an awesome like moment.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was again like I got to do things that I couldn't have imagined in my wildest dreams at the hundreds. And I think that a lot of times I blocked that out because I think a lot of it with me, and like this is just me being like completely candid here. Like I wanted more. You know, I wanted more, and something I had to learn then is that like and it's not their fault, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna be in alignment all the time for you to get what you want. Absolutely. You know? And that's just what it is. And I left because of that. You know what I mean? I was like, I wanted more, and I wanted to be able to do more, and I felt that I could have offered more. And that's why I left. So I felt there was a bitterness there for a while.
What were you chasing?
I needed more. I just wanted more money. You know what I'm saying? I needed a title change. I wanted more money. Like I was like, I felt like I could provide a lot more. Yeah. And you know, it was nothing against any of them there. You know what I mean? Like I just felt like I had wanted more, and you know, I didn't get it, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta move on, because that's. But you know that about me. Like that's my personality. Like if I'm not getting what I need somewhere, I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I am everywhere. But
let me ask you this. Did it always feel like you were approaching things? From what I hear from this conversation, it felt that you were not approaching necessarily things from a perspective of, well, I know that in 5 years or so, this is going to make me a better marketer, a better manager, so on and so forth. It felt like everything that you were creating within that space was so natural at the time. Did it always feel that way, or were you approaching things from a business mindset the entire time?
It was natural. I didn't even know to approach anything from business mindset. Like I was literally like, hey, I work at the hundreds. Like, let me see what I can do for you here. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can. I felt like a lot of it was me trying to prove myself. Yes. Because I can remember one time, because Bobby wanted to stick to Snapchat.
Okay. Snap was big around that 17, 18 time,
And I was like, well, Instagram stories is a new wave. And I think as a marketer and as a team, we should be looking at Instagram stories, because there's so much more people on Instagram right now than there is on Snapchat. Yeah. So I remember going in the office one day, and like, this is like scariest shit ever. You know what I mean? Scariest stuff ever. And I went in the office because everyone was vouching. They were like, Justin's got a good idea for Instagram stories. I think you should hear him out. Yeah. And Bobby, in his infinite wisdom, like he'll hear you out. He sat me in an office and he said, all right, sell me on it. And me and him sat in there for 30 minutes. Yeah. And it wasn't adversarial or anything. Yeah. He heard me. And he was like, all right, let's try it. Yeah. You know,
it sounds very open door.
It was really open door. And, you know, I'll never, you know, there are very few bosses that I've ever had that I could say that I could just walk up to and just say, what's up? Yeah. He was one of them, 100%, 100%. Nice. And I only have like one other boss that I've ever had like that. And, you know, we just had a really good rapport, and, you know, I'll say this now, like I appreciate. I told him that I was like, I appreciate him for giving me a chance because he gave me. He took a shot for me to. That's his brand.
Yeah.
For him to be like, you can hold my child.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
yeah, it's definitely a big choice. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to hold his child. And I think that goes to a lot of people that have been there.
Yeah.
We got to hold his child. You know what I'm saying? And hold him and Ben. We got to hold their child and we kind of got to teach them something.
Yeah.
We got to teach the child something and do something in a different way. And that's how I looked at it.
Absolutely.
It was an honor for him to even hear me out and say like, yes, Justin, you can host it. You could be front facing on this thing. That's unfucking heard of. Nobody does that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they trusted me to do it. Like even, I can remember like times when I'm, huge Thug fan. I did like mad shit. I interviewed Rollo for the hundreds at one point. I was doing whatever the fuck at one point. But again, it was under the guise that like we were talking to the counterculture. We were talking to people that no one knew, that no one knew at that time.
Yeah.
And I remember and shout out to GLP on Thug's team too. I was like, hey man, you think that, because I interviewed him for the hundreds because the Jeffrey cover.
Around the time, I was about to say, it was definitely around the time of the Wyclef Jean video, right?
Yeah, it was the Jeffrey cover.
Yeah.
It was the Jeffrey cover. And I listen to Thug all the time. In the office, I would just be blasting Thug all day in the office, and Bobby ended up being a fan. He was like, "Is there any way you could do something with him?" And I was like, "Let me try and find a way. Let me try and get an inroads again." Being a better marketer, also being a journalist at the time, so I'm like, let's fucking do it. Like let's link. So like I was like, bro, can I get Thugs? If you're not gonna do an interview, can I at least get him some clothes? And he can wear the clothes. Bobby's a huge fan. Like, can we make something happen? So like, he's like, yeah, they gave me a box of clothes. I picked out the clothes. I went to a hotel, sent them over to myself to Thug's people,
and they being the hundreds, right? They had a box of clothes.
Box of clothes.
Okay,
and I picked them out. I sent them all in, and then sent them over to Thug's people, and silence. Nothing. Heard nothing.
Not even hey, he got the box. Thanks.
Thank you. We got thanks.
Okay.
It was radio silent.
Confirmation of the box would have released me. Feel like, okay, he got the clothes. Yeah,
it was radio silent, and I'm like, all right, cool. So like one day I'm just kicking it. I'm chilling. It's like December. It's like this. I'll never forget it. It's December, and I was driving with my friend. We were going to the mall, and GOP texts me, just like no words. Text me, and it's Thug doing his verse from Issa. Issa was a Thug Savage Drake
record that never ended up making,
because it leaked.
Yeah, it leaked. It was supposed to be on Issa album, but because it leaked, you know how Drake is with leaks. He's just like, never mind. Yeah.
And again, like and I remember Key, his manager at the time, was just like, "This is y'all's fault for not getting the song because you leaked it."
Yeah.
But and this was the night that the what was it, 21 and Tyga were going at it or something like that. That was like the beginning of their
online
tiff.
Before the
So like out of nowhere, he sends this to me, and it's Thug wearing the jacket. It was like this really cool like emblem jacket that everybody wanted that holiday season. And it's him coming off a private jet, and he's not doing his verse. He's doing
21's hook.
He's doing 21's verse and his verse together.
Yeah.
So he's doing his verse and he's coming out, and I'm like he's got the fucking jacket on. He's got the fucking jacket on. And then I see Duke, and I think another one of his boys got the other clothes that I sent in.
Yeah.
So he's got that on, and I'm just like, oh my fucking God.
Hopping, dark at night, hopping on a private jet, a beautiful private jet.
I was like, oh my God, this is, to this day, like this is still one of the coolest things I've ever got to be a part of, and got to say that I was a part of that. And like, just to see like everybody at the hundreds be so appreciative and stuff like that. And like, even when I got back to work that Monday, like Bobby was just like,
beaming
about it made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel good. And, I still get goosebumps just thinking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was stuff like that it's kind of crazy that I don't think of things like that I've done. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think this whole week I could say that like thankful and grateful have really been the theme for me, because it really put me in a perspective where I was like, I wasn't sad about the store closing. I was happy that I got to do all of those things with the store, the store being a conduit to that. You know what I mean? And it was great, man. I loved my time there. And, I could say that even almost 10 years later, I'm still learning from my time there. And that just taught me that.
Yeah, and it's the definition of creating community. We've talked about creating community a lot, especially out here in Los Angeles on this show through the past few years. It's definitely one of the things that literally built the BlkPrint. But one of your key words that you had said earlier regarding the hundreds kids. People would out in Florida, we would have our malls that we would go to and we would post up in with yada yada yada. But Josh ended up posting a photo. They're at the photo booth 2007 right after school. Like that was literally their Apple store, walking in there, going in there, experiencing all this different type of streetwear. And then you literally have the opportunity between Josh, Anwar, everybody that created things between PNC, making that years later. You know, it's definitely something that I think people appreciate a lot now, looking at,
just generations of people.
Generations of creations.
I'm not even from here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what makes me even more proud. I'm not from here. A lot of the people that worked at the Hundreds, like, keep it real, they're all from LA. I'm an outsider coming in, bro. Like, I was one of the only people, I think, like me and another girl there, that are not from here.
Did it ever feel like that?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Yeah. Not at all. I felt like I fucking belonged. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I belonged. There's still people that I talk to this day that work there. That used to work there. You know what I mean? Like, again, like I say, like West Side 5. Like these, they are lifelong, whatever they need. You know what I mean? Because I mean, 5 was instrumental in me getting the job in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So like, I always, I put him on my fucking 10-year carousel because he was instrumental. To me getting in that spot. You know what I mean? And I'll always thank him for that.
And he's definitely instrumental in, giving us our Rich Route jackets. So West Side 5, we do appreciate that as well. Yeah. We didn't get jumped because we ran. Yeah. But,
Five runs he runs his shit online and offline. So just know that if you see that, he's really serious about his shit. But I again, shout out to everybody there that worked there. Shout out to Bobby and Ben. Damn. Just damn.
Do you look at what they had planned now going forward? Because now that I saw the post that said, we're still going to keep everything online. You can still shop the Hundreds, but the literal physical store that you can go to and, enjoy your experiences is now gone. Does that make you feel a little bit different knowing that it's now an online place?
That's going to take a while to get used to, for sure. Because, I mean, that's an LA staple. I think Trayvon said it to me. He DM'd me on Instagram. He was like, we just lost another library. I'm like, that's the truth.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Like, that's the library of fucking community. That's the library of soul. That's the library of... I remember going to the warehouse sales. Hundreds has like these big warehouse sales, and like there would be families camping out at the warehouse. And I worked at the like literally this is where we work at the warehouse, and there would be people camped out there, and we had taco trucks out there, and it would be some people's that went to those warehouse sales. It would be their outfits for the school year. It would be their Christmas gifts. It would be, whatever, birthday gifts, whatever. It would be important to them like that. That's how this brand really supported the community, and that's how they gave back. And I would love to see that continue. I would love to see them continue to give back in other ways, whether it be online or wherever they got to do it, because there were just so much. But I mean, there's remnants of the Hundreds everywhere. Family Style Fest, all of that shit. Like, they're in the city still.
Definitely.
They just don't have the brick and mortar, and it just speaks to how much shit has changed since 2020, man. You talk about 2019, you got in right at the cutoff. You know what I'm saying? Like, by that time, the Ape store was there. It wasn't the same. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't the same thing. But when I was able to kind of go out there and just be like, oh, I'm gonna go to Diamond, and then I'm gonna walk out and go to Supreme, and then I'm gonna, like, you can't do that anymore. And that's the shit that's crazy. You know what I mean? Supreme's in fucking Hollywood now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just such a different vibe now. It's one of those. People say you had to be there.
Yeah.
This is really, you really had to be there. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
You really had to be there. Just be like a streetwear kid, just like working there, man. It was awesome.
We're about to watch Elimination Chamber, and I bring that up because WWE, usually focuses on things where you can have a physical Hall of Fame to see things that might not live anywhere else. Obviously, the Thug Hundreds jacket could end up being something that would be in a quote unquote Hundreds Hall of Fame.
That's in my Hall of Fame. That's in my fucking Hall of Fame.
What other pieces would you consider as just like legendary Hundreds pieces?
That jacket for sure. It was what was it called, bro? I forgot the name of that fucking jacket. I had pictures of me wearing it. I ended up giving it to someone. That piece is iconic. Obviously, the bomb hat is iconic. Either bomb hat. I think the side bomb hat is iconic. Obviously, Wildfire Tee fucking amazing. Of the regular script tee is amazing. And Wildfire, again, I'm speaking like, wow, that's like the logo shit. But I really love their Friday the 13th thing that they did as a horror fan. Yeah, and I'm biased obviously because I was there and I helped with the editorial on that. That was huge for me.
I remember that when I had the black long sleeve and I wanted the white one. I think the white one they had at PacSun. I couldn't get the white one because it sold out so fast. So I got the black long sleeve. I remember their WWE drop. They had NWO. Cool. They had the Wolfpack Hundreds joint. I don't know where the fuck that shirt is. I got to get that shirt back.
Hall of Fame. The MF Doom shit just goes without saying. I helped out with that and I helped model that shit too. Yeah. I helped model a couple of seasons for them as well. But the MF Doom, the hoodie with the MF Doom character on it, fucking iconic, amazing. I ended up like getting some of that stuff and I gave it out to like when I would get my promo for them. I would end up like, obviously I had a lot of hundreds clothes myself, but I would give it to people that like didn't hit online and shit like that. Sure. Like I would get it and I'd be like, hey man, it's for you. Or like there would be kids who wanted it. I'm just like, hey man, you can have it. Like my little brother was a big proponent of my working at the hundreds because he would get he got every fucking thing. Like literally, I would just give all the shit to him. Like when I did my promo stuff, it would never come in my size because it came in his size. Yeah. And we would get promo every month and I'd be like, okay, I'll just get this for my brother. And I would send him clothes all the time and whatever I would get, I would just go to the store and just buy it. You know what I'm saying? But iconic pieces, bro. They're all over print stuff. Obviously they were one of the proponents of the all over print hoodie. Oh my God. I really love the 100 sneakers that came out a long time ago too. Those are some of my favorite, like the black ones. They had like a gum bottom. I wish I had like a picture to like show it. We'll show it.
We'll definitely show it in the phone.
More iconic hundreds pieces from the store. Oh my gosh. There was this one of my favorite pullovers from them. It had hyenas on it. Okay. It was one of my favorite pullover shirts from them. God, where is that shirt? That's one of my favorite shirts ever. I have so many clothes. Like I don't even know what
you haven't seen in years, right?
I might have had to like part with it because I just had so many clothes. Yeah, like they had hyenas on it. It was so fucking awesome. Just so much. Like even when I got there, I was still wearing the shit so much. Like it was like my wardrobe, you know. So, yeah, man, that they definitely need to have the Hall of Fame of pieces. Like they need to.
Absolutely. And thinking of the long strip of stores that would be on Fairfax, imagine like a physical Fairfax Hall of Fame of just all of those different moments. Putting them in glass.
I still am mad because like this motherfucker Josh had a whole store, and when I went to visit it in 2014, it was fucking closed. I did not get to go there. That's my one thing where I'm just like I wish I was able to go to Josh's
just like a year earlier.
Store. Yeah, literally a couple months earlier. Yeah. I would have been able to go in that store, but I wasn't able to get there, so that sucked. But I know he had a blast doing that shit. And,
absolutely.
But yeah, man, the hundreds was a big part of my life. I know that I went super long form on this, but I had to do it justice. I want to get like 5 on here, and I want to see if we can get Josh on here too, and we can all talk about just like memories being there because they got more expansive memories than I do. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. My memories are coming from like fish out of water. You know what I'm saying. Their memories are coming from like literally being there all the time, and just amazing stuff. But shout out to Bobby and Ben, Westside 5, everybody there that worked at the hundreds, man. Thank you guys for giving me a chance to do some pretty incredible stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Those moments will be felt for generations. The people that grew up on that will have children that saw the things that they created there. Yeah. And hopefully, we'll see what the future holds, what the future resides. Maybe we'll see another rebirth, another renaissance out there.
Fairfax, I don't know, man. The way they got them food places popping up, bro. I bet rent probably high as shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's that too, definitely.
That's probably what they did. Rent high as shit over there, man. Fairfax ain't no joke, man. Yeah. The rent probably high as shit.
Being right by the Grove.
I actually haven't even been to Fairfax in years. Yeah. I haven't felt like the need to go. They got a sweet chick out there, I think, still. I might be wrong, but they got Bad Mash out there. We should go to Bad Mash. It's like an Indian spot. I believe Ben Hundreds owns that one. Okay. It's an Indian spot. So good. You had Indian food?
Out here, I mean, in general, yes, I've had it. Out here, I don't think so.
Bad Mash is the shit, fool. Get you some samosas, some fucking naan. Their naan is fire. Is Bad Mash? I might be behind because Bad Mash is not around. Somebody will definitely tell me it's not around no more. But shit, that used to be my joint. I used to go to the one in downtown, and I don't know if it's still in Fairfax anymore, but we'll see. We got to go though.
I was just on Melrose. Had to go to Hat Club, grab a hat, and I saw that the Marathon Burger was starting this started this weekend. I want to say
I saw that his brother was doing press for it.
Yeah, Black Sam was out there like literally cooking, cooking on the grills. He was like, yeah, me and my brother used to do this all the time.
Yeah,
so it brings a little bit of a sense of peace, sense of comfort.
There's so many burger spots out here. So many burger spots. I haven't even had For the Win in a while. But when I look at For the Win, my stomach just start hurting.
Really?
Yeah, bro. It's just For the Win is heavy, bro.
Yeah.
For the Win is so fucking heavy, man. Like, oh my God. I look at For the Win burger, I'm like, bro, I'm about to be out cold.
Y'all talked about trophies. Still haven't done trophies yet.
I haven't done trophies yet, no. But trophies is always busy whenever I drive past it.
Okay.
It's always fucking busy. Trophies is actually by Eric, I believe.
Okay.
It's by Eric's house. And I drove past it the other week and it actually wasn't busy, but I still didn't get any. When I went to Eric's house the other week. But
might be a plan.
You know, that happened over the week. What else happened over the week this week, Mark?
What else has happened this past week? I've just been so tapped into the conversation of what's been happening with the NBA and the people that have tried to make sure that their voices are heard on why it needs to change like this to be able to sustain.
Well, and
you have hockey stars that are in there trying to make sure that their voice is heard on why the NHL is going to make on its way. Listen, bro, we're all losing to football at the end of the day, gang. I ain't going to hold you. NFL is going nowhere in this country. NFL is going to dominate ratings for a well amount of years. We might not even see a time where it ends up being eclipsed. But, you know, there's a lot of leagues within this big four of American sports that are trying to figure out how do you get more eyes? Where can you get eyes? Where can we make sure that we are available to be able to have more eyes, have more engagement? Can we get a little bit more lenient on some of the things that we were heavy on within past years to be able to open up and allow more people to enjoy our sport? I think baseball's going on with that. Baseball's doing a good job with that. Baseball's trying to figure out how can we get niggas to watch. They got me within this past year. I'm sure they're looking for a lot more viewers like that to be able to tap in. NHL has their issues. NBA has their issues.
What's NHL's issues?
I mean, do you watch hockey?
No.
I'm sure if we ask 100 people that are within our community, within our area, it's probably like 70-30. On the amount of people that don't compared to those that do.
Well, here's this thing with people that try and make these wide sweeping things where they say, oh, we're going to change this. There's a reason why you don't work for these fucking leagues. The people who actually make the money are going to make the right ideas for this shit. I saw it for like the All-Star game and like, I get it. I didn't watch it, but I get people being mad about it. But at the end of the day, like, just don't watch it. Like I don't know what to say. I mean, LeBron not playing it. He when he did not play, I said, well, there goes me.
You just like let me turn the PlayStation on.
Did the ratings do well?
Compared to past All-Stars, I'm pretty confident that those numbers are out. Yeah, I have not tapped into those numbers, but
I want to. Sorry, because I want to do this before we get out of here.
Yeah.
So there's this like extreme troll. His name is Aaron Busby.
Okay.
And I don't lately on Twitter, I don't even want to give him this much airtime. Should I give him this airtime?
Let's say, are we gonna waste airtime on?
I mean, I'm about to. There's a voice message he sent me that I haven't heard.
Okay. And this came from tweet that he ended up putting out.
Is it just him threatening me? Will it just be him threatening me? Should I just even play this? I don't watch or listen to any of his shit.
We want to make sure nobody gets incriminated. So if there is anything incriminating, we'll just bleep bleep. But
you could just bleep. You could cut this whole part up to the point where I say that. Honestly, no, I'm not going to waste my time on this motherfucker.
There's no point. Why not?
Because at the end of the day, here's the thing: if you spend your life on one app for 10 years and you are still talking about the same thing on the app as the previous 10 years that you've been on the app, and you've not actually grown in your life, then I think that like that's definitely a problem.
I'd say so.
And I think this year I want to be a little more petty.
More petty?
Yeah, I think I'm going to be a little not more. Well, here's the thing: I was zero petty for years, so more petty to me could be a little bit or a lot. You know?
I just know that this means that there is a return to Twitter within this. So
maybe people have missed that energy.
Of pettiness?
There's Nazis on the app. What am I going to do?
I thought 2024 was Year of the Hater. Isn't that what they call it? Year of the Hater?
Well, whatever. That year is over. That maybe I want to be a hater too. I can never be a hater. Listen, I look at all of the negativity online and all of the foolishness that goes on there, and I have to say this right now. Do fucking better, man. Like, there's so many people that I saw on Twitter and Instagram and shit like that are like making money now and actually using their platform, just like we're doing, using their platform to do it on a really cool level, on a really cool note, and doing really cool stuff for their community, doing real cool stuff for people around them. I don't see people doing that shit. I don't see other people doing. They're just fucking online grifting, trying to like rage bait and gain engagement to talk about like big stuff like rap beefs and all this other stuff. But it's like there's people that take it too far, and then they're just like, it just becomes their personality. Get the fuck out of here. Like grow the fuck up. Go find something else to do. Get some help. You know what I mean? Because that's just not the way that we're doing things. And I want to end the show off like that because I just feel like something needs to be said. Yeah. And I just got fed up with it today. That's all.
Well, unfortunately, that's fun to people.
It's not fun to me. Anyway. Next time on this pod, I want to get this month on the pod, I want to get Justin on here.
Yes.
My guy,
Justin Goldchain.
Justin Goldchain on here. He actually works for the Lakers, but I want to talk.
Did you get to see him? Did you get to see him then?
I'm gonna get on his ass.
Okay.
When he gets on here, we're gonna call him this month to get on here. This month's Throwblacks, we have PND 2 and 3,
1 and 2,
1 and 2. I will listen to all three the other night.
Okay.
PND 1 and 2. I hope you've been doing your Googles, doing your researches.
Oh, this is gonna be. 2013. I remember the mystery surrounding that first EP. We'll talk about
2013 is the thought era. 2013, 2014, the thought era.
His 2013 is the thought era. My 2013 was pain.
It's both of ours.
My 2013 was pain.
It's both of ours. But we're gonna have Justin on. We're gonna have Pat back. And we're gonna do some cool stuff. I want to do our HBO ranking this month as well. So that's happening this month on BlkPrint channel.
Oh, that reminds me. Any interest in Oscars?
Honora.
Okay.
Honora, Mikey Madison.
Is that movie in Best Picture?
Yeah. If there was a Best Picture, I think I saw Dune. I think Dune. Obviously Dune's not going to win. I already know Dune Part 2 isn't going to win, which is a travesty. Dune Part 2 is amazing. But Honora was probably the second best movie out of that field that I saw last year. I didn't see The Brutalist. I'm not going to sit through 4 hours of a movie. But Honora was incredible.
So you haven't watched all 10 Best Pictures to make sure Sunday comes in? Usually I'm that guy when it comes to like Grammys, and I'll listen to what I can to make sure that I'm good on Grammy night.
But I know your ass ain't gonna watch the movie, so
yeah, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
That's lame, man. You need to do that shit, bro.
I think gradually
you still didn't get AMC.
I did not get AMC yet. I think gradually I will become more of a film person. Do you remember, as far as like, this might be a while ago, this could be 20 years ago, 25 years ago, what was the moment that got you more into film? Was it a movie? Was it a scene?
It was being around my friends who went to watch movies. That's why I don't understand how you just don't go watch movies.
Okay, so
literally everyone around you watches movies. Like Cyrus watches movies with us now. Like he's here, Eric, Pat, me. Like we're always watching movies. I tried to get you to go to a movie the other week. Like we just go with us to the movies, and you'll be in that.
Okay. I was ready to go to the movies that time, but it ended up being a hectic. We couldn't go see the what was it called?
The Monkey.
The Monkey.
So
there we go.
Looking at Best Picture, I've seen a lot of these. I saw Honora, I saw Conclave, I saw Dune, I saw Substance.
What have you not seen?
I haven't seen Complete Unknown. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in The Brutalist. Amelia Perez, I heard was terrible. Nickel Boys, it's just too sad. Like I heard it was really sad. I'm Still Here. Yeah, I've seen like 3-4 of them. Nora to me is just like the best that I've seen. I think that even though Demi Moore is goated, she's cool. I think Mikey Madison she's the one. She's the one. I think Adrian Brody will probably win Best Male Actor, but Timothée Chalamet's been making a run this award season. So yeah, it's up in the air, and it's anybody's game. But I'm tapped in this year because I saw a lot of the movies. I think Conclave is probably a sleeper spoiler for the Best Picture. Though. So Conclave was a good as well. It wasn't like the best movie to me, but I think it's the type of movie that I think the Academy would love to see win.
Okay. By the time that this comes out, it will be past the Oscars, so it'll be this Sunday. We're recording the day beforehand, so we'll see if we got it right.
Hopefully I did. Fingers crossed for Honora. I think Honora is fantastic. I think you do need to watch Honora though. It is really good.
Honora?
Yeah.
Is that Honora that has Mikey Madsen in it?
Yes.
I think a lot of people fucked with our Hollywood idea with Mikey Madsen.
Oh yeah. Come on, man. I'm gonna call her. Maybe she'll do it after she wins Best Picture. Maybe she won't do it after she wins Best Picture. I think that's the one thing she won't do anymore is Wild Things 2025 after she wins Best Picture. But
we'll think of something else.
Yeah, for sure. We can maybe strip tease. Anyway, thank you guys for listening in on us again. We're still maintaining on giving you guys a consistent schedule and making sure we got a lot of really cool stuff coming up in the future. So if you have any suggestions, if you have any questions, if you have anything you want to say to us, make sure you follow us on our Patreon as well, at the BlkPrint pod, I believe.
Patreon.com/BlkPrint. Big shout outs and big love shown to everybody that has supported us for another month. We got some things that we're testing out for the next couple of days.
I want to get on Twitch. We're going to get on Twitch. I literally put together a whole streaming setup for an as yet unnamed thing.
Well, spoiler alert, not only on Twitch, multi-stream is a lot easier than it was when we originally started BlkPrint. Yeah. So we are testing some areas to where
fuck it. April, we're going to do a multi-stream live.
Twitch. I'm trying to see if we can have Twitch feed within Patreon as well. I know 100% we can do Twitch, YouTube. I don't know about TikTok.
We're going live.
I don't know about. I don't know about.
I'm announcing it here. Mark has no clue. I'm just doing it right now. It's spontaneous. We're gonna go live in April.
Okay.
We're gonna see what you guys are gonna be fucking talking about.
Okay. So, there we go. We can do reacts. There's gonna be, if we do it on Patreon, 10 times easier to not worry about any licensing. So for those that have missed the AMP experience here on the BlkPrint, maybe we'll do a little something like that.
Yeah. So the third time I'm signing off. Thank you guys for listening to Don't Steal This podcast. We'll be back with you guys in about a week and a half. So peace.
Peace.